Welcome back to our channel, Living on the Ohio River. Hi, I'm Kara Henshaw from Key Associates Signature Realty. If you're new to our channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button. We wouldn't want you to miss any of our videos, and make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this video or any of my videos to help the algorithm and me to know what kind of videos you'd like me to produce. As a reminder, I am a local realtor. As much as I love to do these videos, we do love selling real estate. So make sure you text, call, email, whatever it takes. If you are looking to relocate to the area, we'd be happy to assist you. So Indiana, the crossroads of Indiana, we're gonna highlight small towns. I do a lot of videos. They tend to be around the bigger cities, or I should say the larger towns in the southern Indiana, northern Kentucky. So today I'm gonna focus on towns of under 5,000 on the southwest southern Indiana area. Just so that if you're wanting to be in that small town charm, there's some cities to look at, kind of what they're all about and what their population is, so you can maybe search beyond the normal cities and get that dream home in the gem of a city that you did not know about. So we're gonna start on the farthest west of Indiana area that we cover, not all, but it is Poseyville. We are talking about Posey County. And this is a farming community, very close-knit community that people care about each other, people know about each other, and it has a lot of cute little shops. The town itself has that little boutique feel, but it is small. It's about 1,000 people in population. So wanting that rural farming community type atmosphere, this is definitely one to look at, Poseyville. Another town that has a very historic sense to it is New Harmony, which is actually in Posey County as well, with about 760 residents. It is a very unique town. It has a lot of historicness around what they used to be, they're in Utopia is what they call it, society, or I guess is how it was created. The Harmony Society, which was a German religious group, created this for the perfect society back in the 19th century. Obviously it didn't last, but because of the founding roots of this town, it just makes it a very interesting town with, obviously the Wabash goes through it as well, so it has nice views in regards to the landscape. So a very interesting town with a lot of history for its small town. So we're traveling farther east now, and we're in Vanderburgh County, and there's really one town because Vanderburgh is where Evansville is, and that is a much bigger area and population. But we traveled to Darmstadt, which is north of Evansville, about 1,500 residents. It is a quaint town. What's really nice about it, it has that rural feel, but you're very close to all the amenities of Evansville. So a lot of people like the quaint town, the rural environment of it, as well as it has a cute area of boutiques and shops in the town itself. So a very popular area if you're looking to relocate close to Evansville. As we keep traveling east, now we hit Warwick County, which is where Newburgh is. Again, a lot of videos that you've seen on this. But the county seat is actually Boonville, around 7,100 residents, a little higher than my 5,000 clip level, but a very cute downtown, has a square, lots of boutiques and restaurants, historic looking, and just a quaint, close-knit community if you're looking to get a little bit outside of the bigger towns or cities. Another town in Warwick County is Chandler, which is between Boonville and Evansville. It's about 3,200 residents. It's a nice, close-knit community as well. A little bit more rural areas of it, but definitely has a nice atmosphere of rolling hills and countryside around it as you go through it. Another place to look if you're definitely looking for convenience of near Evansville or Newburgh. Another thing to point out about Chandler is there's a lot of recreational activities outdoor in this area because it is so close to Evansville. It gives you that best of both worlds, recreational, rural, as well as close to the amenities of Evansville and Newburgh. As we travel away from Warwick County, we're gonna go north to Pike County. In Pike County, we are gonna talk about Petersburg, which is about 2,300 residents. It's basically a town that is near the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge. A lot of nature enthusiasts really like this town. Again, it's rural and gives you a lot of that outdoor activities with its charm of its town. So another one to look at in Pike County. As we travel east, now we're in Spencer County, and we're going to highlight two cities here. And the first city is Santa Claus at around 2,100 residents. I've done a lot of videos on Santa Claus, but because of the size, I'm going to mention it in this video. It is obviously a holiday themed town, has an amusement park, has a gated lakefront community, also has Lincoln State National Park, so a lot of recreational and tourism things to do in this area. If you're looking to relocate and want small town atmosphere with a lot of fun around you, this is definitely a place to look. Rockport also sits in the Spencer County area. It is the county seat for Spencer County, so you have a nice historical atmosphere of a downtown, the courthouse and the square. Another great thing about Rockport, it's right on the Ohio River, so they have a nice little walkway or an area to hang that sits right by the Ohio River to take the views in. And the town is not that large, so it definitely has a lot of quaintness to it, a lot of heritage to it. Their roots are definitely important in this town, and it's close to Owensboro, which is something to really point out. You're only 10 to 15 minutes away if you want to live in a rural area more, a little bit of a smaller town, but still the convenience of Owensboro, as well as Newburgh, which is really 20 minutes the other direction going towards the west. We travel north from Spencer County to DuBois County, and I'm going to point two towns out here. We're going to talk about Holland, Indiana, which is about 700 residents. It is east of Huntingburg and a little southeast of Jasper, so those are your towns that we travel in for your amenities. But a darling town, it's quaint. It's farmland and forest all around you, so it has a beautiful landscape and definitely that small town atmosphere if you're looking to get out of those towns and have that rural living. As we travel farther east in DuBois County, I will have to bring up Ferdinand, which I've done videos on this as well, but it is only 2,200 residents. A very big German heritage here. You have the Monastery of Immaculate Conception here, which has that great history and architecture that you will find in this town for its such small roots. But very close-knit town, very clean town. Still have a lot of amenities of restaurants and all that right up by 64. So it gets you away from the cities in that smaller, quaint town, but you really have good accessibility here right by the interstate, as well as some of the other towns that are nearby for amenities. We now travel to Perry County east of Spencer, and we are going to highlight Cannelton, which is a small town of 2,100 on the Ohio River, and it is just cute as a button. It has been, I guess the history of it is cotton mills and that environment, and it does have historic preservation in its small town. It's not huge, but it does have a lot of history for the small town it is, and it's definitely rural. Has great things, has great views of the Ohio River, so there's some things that may not be in town but in the Cannelton area that gives you something that's more rural with that Ohio River look. As we travel down Interstate 64 and go a little bit more east and north, we are now in Orange County, and I'm going to highlight French Lick with 2,100 people. And for 2,100 people, this rural town has a lot to offer. There is a lot of history here. It has beautiful historic hotels that are now a part of the casino, so it's a tourism town. Another great feature about it is it's near Patoka Lake, and you have all the national forest around it. So not only do you have gambling and recreation, you just have a lot to do in this little town of 2,100, and you can feel rural and live with land or hidden from anybody, but still be able to do a lot of fun stuff. We travel farther north in Orange County, and now we have Paoli Peaks, if you have not heard of it. That is a little skiing resort. So, but one thing you want to take in mind, this is a city of 2,100, very rural really. This is a great recreational area. Huge National Forest and all that is around it. So you definitely, if you're an outdoor enthusiast, Paoli would be a place to look if you want that rural feel, but a lot of outdoor activities. As we travel farther east, we are now in Crawford County, and the town I'm going to highlight is Marengo. This is about 800 people, and this is really in the middle of the Huger National Forest. So if you love hiking, camping, exploring, natural wonders like caves, this is your place to come. It is beautiful, a lot of natural beauty, very rural, And you can definitely get that cabin in the woods and hide from everybody if you'd love to. But it is a beautiful place to live if you're looking for rural in the Crawford County. I hope you liked our little summary of the Southeast Indiana small towns. I know we do a lot of videos on all the bigger towns, but I did want to do a highlight video on some small towns to check out, maybe homes, recreation, because there is a lot of tourism and a lot of things to do in all these small towns. And just don't want to miss them, even though we're always focused on the bigger towns. So check these towns out, especially if you want to look at rural living, because they all have different things to offer and all great towns for their different things. So until next time, see you then.
We open doors in realty. Key Associates.